Nationals here in Atlanta got the road trip off to a great start last night behind Max Scherzer in the bullpen and some timely hitting. Folks, coming in for game 2 on a Wednesday night. Season series still close. Nats 9, Braves 8. But when you've got the kind of pitching the Nationals have, you'll never have much of a losing streak with anybody. So we talk about the big three. There was Strasburg Sunday night, Max last night, tonight, Gio. These guys have been fantastic.
Yeah, Cy Young fantastic. They're all in the conversation. We look at Steven Strasburg did against the Dodgers Sunday night baseball. The Nats needed a big win. The 34-inning scoreless streak went to 35 innings. He went 6 innings, gave up just 1 run on 3 hits, struck out 8 Dodgers to go to 14-4 with a 2.60, 190 strikeouts on the year for Steven Strasburg and a 2.07 average against. I think he's right smack dab in the middle of the Cy Young conversation. And Max Scherzer last night, a big win for him personally, 15-6 on the year. So his 15th W, the 4th consecutive year with 250-plus Ks, joined Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, Fergie Jenkins. All those guys are in the Hall of Fame. So 253 strikeouts on the year for Max. And I mean, when you talk about these 3 pitchers in a 5-game series, good luck whoever they're facing.
Yeah, so here's Gio, the lefty, National League leaders in earned run average, and there the Nats have 3 of the top 4. Zach Greinke on that list. Gio very stingy, just like his teammates, with the low ERA and the low opponent's batting average. I bet they're all happy they don't have to face a leadoff guy like the one we have in Trey Turner. So in 20 games since coming off the DL, 7 steals, he has scored 14 runs. The catalyst for this offense, and as the night goes on, we'll tell you about some of the big things he's done against the Braves as well. Baseball on Masson, brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you, and by the Lexus RX, featuring a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. Standard. Sun setting early these days, 20th of September. Can you believe it? Yeah, Jason's ready. Nats will be coming up in a moment against Lucas Sims. Partly cloudy skies, a little muggy, not as much as last night, 84 degrees. Here in the northwestern suburbs. And here come the Nats, hitting .268, second in the league, first in runs, and sitting on 200 homers. Michael A. Taylor has 16 of those, and in his last 11 games, he's hit 3, driven in 9, and scored 5 runs. Only 2 guys in the lineup, plus Howie Kendrick, who's on the bench tonight, have faced Lucas Sims his entire career against the Nats. 1 scoreless inning out of the bullpen this year.
6'2", 225, 23-year-old with his 8th major league start about to happen. Last out, he was on the 16th against the Mets. Just went 2 innings, gave up a couple of runs in relief on 3 hits through 38 pitches. So fastball, slider, curveball change. Fastball averages 92 miles an hour. Lefty's hitting 307 against Lucas Sims. A defense tonight for the Braves behind Lucas, Garcia, Adams, Markakis, the outfield. Swanson, Camargo, left side. Albies, Freeman, right side. And Kurt Suzuki behind the plate.
Michael A. Taylor down there in that 7th spot, and the other speed guy is the man stepping in right now, Trey Turner. So 14 runs in 20 games since coming off the DL. We're ready. 7:36, first pitch, and deep to left it goes, heading for the bullpen. See you later. 1 pitch, Nats on the board, and Trey Turner climbing that list of leadoff home runs. That will be the 6th of his young career.
Well, there goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout on the very first pitch of the ball game. 10th home run of the year for Trey. His 9th home run in 30 games against the Braves. They're going to start calling this place Turner Field.
Yeah, so a get-ahead first pitch, and now they're behind. Here's Worth, and Jason takes one down. Trey Turner breaks a logjam with that homer. He was tied with Michael A. for leadoff home runs career. Now he's second only to Alfonso Soriano, who had 9 for the Nats in 06. So here's Jason. When he hits one, he'll be the next member of the 10 home run club. 1-1. Just missing.
First pitch of the game taters are so cool. You know, leadoff hitters are up there usually taking, trying to work counts. That's the ultimate ambush, in my opinion, when a leadoff hitter swings at the first pitch as a visiting player, the very first pitch of the game, and goes deep. Ambush city.
Worth on a pitch, 84 down, and can't get to it.
Check it out again. Fastball up. Caught her out front. Back of the box on the chalk line with his back foot. See you later. Turner Field. There's nobody in the bullpen yet because the relievers are all still in the dugout. So that ball's probably just still sitting there.
There's Daniel Murphy. Good to see Daniel back in the lineup. Late scratch last night. Tonight he faces a right-hander. 12 for his last 34 in 9 games, with a couple of homers and 4 batted in.
I think Nelson Robledo is the only guy in the bullpen right now. Yep, he's the only one. So if you go to the right, there's nobody there. Look at crickets.
And Murphy will pop one up out to short center.
Whoa.
Is that a little bit of a slip by Lane Adams?
Well, I think he thought that Dansby Swanson was going to take it. He looked at Dansby, then looked back up to find the ball, and then was like, wait, I got this? And then kind of a strange play for a routine pop up to center. So we'll show it to you again. Watch. You got that, Dansby? Wait, I thought you called it. All right, I'll take it. Ooh.
Ender Inciarte having a left thumb problem, out of the lineup tonight. He had to leave during last night's game. So here's Ryan Zimmerman, last night's star, with 3 hits, couple of RBIs. And in the last 2 games, all he is 6 for 9 with 2 home runs and 6 batted in. Adam Hamari, home plate umpire tonight.
Nicknamed Cal.
Nick Lentz, Kerwin Danley, crew chief Bill Miller. There he is over at third base. Top spin grounder, knocked down. Camargo, kind of classic form there for knocking down a ground ball with the body, but on that first pitch, Trey Turner hits the Nats 201st. They're 2 away from a team record. And pretty soon he'll be the all-time leader in Nats leadoff home runs.
They're going to their home. All of you guys go to your home in the bullpen and catch Trey's next home run.
He went home.
He did.
Here come the Braves. 3rd in the league in batting average, 11th in runs, 13th in homers. Kurt Suzuki, what is up with him against the Nats? Last 9 games, 15 for 39. So he has 3 of his 15 homers and 11 of his 43 RBIs against Washington. Gio. Now this is hard to explain. 4-11 career against Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of why, and maybe it's just coincidental. Allowed 5 earned runs on 7 hits last start against the Braves on the 12th. 8 strikeouts. Nats 8-0 loss. So fastball, curveball changes out of the arsenal.
This one high in the air off the bat of Ozzie Albies, who is now 0 for his last 13.
Pretty good lineup for Dusty Baker's Nats tonight. Check it out. Lynn Taylor Worthy outfield. Turner Rendon left side. Murphy Zimmerman right side. Matt Wieters behind the plate. Adam Lind getting the nod in left field tonight.
Yeah, start him, pinch hit him. You get a couple of knocks.
Yeah, Dusty going with the big boys tomorrow for a time behind Tanner, and if you can get them off their feet in the middle of the game with a tough travel night to New York, he's gonna. And then the kids Friday against the Mets is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You see Victor Robles play Friday.
That'd be fun. There's Johan Camargo. Had a 6-game hitting streak, and then last night he pinch hit in the 7th inning and grounded out. Tough way to lose a streak. He's been a terror right-handed this year. 403, and he's 5 out of 8 against Gio, who just misses down and in with the heater. 2-1. And this one to right will back up Jason Worth, checking his surroundings, halfway onto the track with the 2-hander. Jason said when he was out on rehab, he couldn't get anybody to hit him a ball. He got no work in the outfield whatsoever. As soon as he got to the big leagues, the ball finding him all over the place.
This ball hit well by Camargo. Pretty thick warning track out there. The 2-handed catch by Jason. 2 down. 2 down.
2 hands, 2 down. Like it. Freeman. And Gio working quickly. Curveball inside. Freddie Freeman on a 4-game hitting streak, 5 for 15. Another hook, and that's a good one. Fouled.
Speaking of that hook, 36% of Gio's strikeouts have been on a curveball since the beginning of last year. Maybe I'll throw another one here.
Throw him a fastball and maybe a changeup, and this game's tied. Way up there. Second deck of the chop house. And for Freeman, his 28th.
So a changeup that kind of ran back to Freddie Freeman at 83 miles an hour. And everybody knew it. Yeah, last night I sat up here and said how bad he was, and he stunk. He only got one hit, so I'll wear that one. I forgot to do it tonight.
Freddie Freeman now 17 homers, 70 RBIs career against Washington. And this year, 5th homer, RBI number 14.
But there goes a no-hitter. There goes a shutout on both sides tonight.
Nick Markakis with 8 home runs, pardon me, is their cleanup guy. Matt Kemp hurt his left hamstring 5 days ago against the Mets and hasn't played since.
Well, you talk about, you know, some players to build around. I think the guy in the batter's box is a guy you build around. You know, Nick Markakis, former Oriole, guy that has tremendous work ethic. If you're a young player, you look at how he goes about his business every day. Tireless worker in the cage. And you need those guys if you're a young team. You know, if you got a bunch of young players and you have somebody to look up to, it can get away from them quick. And what do I mean by that, Carp? Well, if you're a young player in the big leagues and you're all young, there's nobody to look to of how they do it, or to police you, or to say, hey, dude, enough with, you know, the flip-flops in the dugout or whatever it is. So when you have a guy like Markakis, you need more of those guys if you're the Braves, in my opinion.
And this one out to left for Adam Lind. Everything in the air in the first inning. 3 flyouts, a long Freeman homer. Anthony Rendon is due up in the top of the second. He has 24 home runs. Anthony, another double last night. He's on a 9-game hitting streak, hitting almost 360.
Rendon's set to lead off top 2. Rendon has put up big numbers pretty much across the board this season. I asked a couple Nationals coaches recently which of those numbers are most impressive to them. Dusty Baker saying it's Rendon's RBI. He now has 95 RBIs this season. Dusty saying because he's been hitting behind Harper, Zimmerman, and Murphy most of the season, Rendon's been stuck with kind of the leftovers, as Dusty puts it. Runners that remain on base after that powerful trio of hitters. And Dusty says that's why Rendon has been so valuable. He's been able to be so productive and push so many of those runs across despite the guys hitting in front of him. Hitting coach Rick Shue says what impresses him the most, Rendon has been really knowledgeable about the strike zone. And to his point, Rendon has swung at just 22% of pitches outside the zone this year that allows him to work the count, see a lot of pitches, other valuable things that help a ball club overall. So RBIs, number of pitches seen, a lot of things impressive about Anthony Rendon.
78 strikeouts, 77 walks. That's Dan with our Coons.com sideline report. Welcome back. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons.
Who just did that?
Dan Coco is his name.
What? All right. New guy. Did a pretty good job.
A year older than the last time we saw him. No, I don't know if he's wiser, but he's older.
Did Anthony Rendon take off his birthday?
Wow.
Did Zim take off his birthday?
We don't have a kangaroo court, but maybe we need one.
If he thought he was getting away with that. It's a good report, though. Nailed it.
So Rendon 12 for 34 over that 9-game streak he's on. Bad breaking ball, a relatively easy take for a hitter of his knowledge of the strike zone. Counts even 2-2. Lucas Sims first inning, 12 pitches, 9 strikes. That fastball kind of running back, and after the previous strike call, Anthony knew it was close enough. So Zimmerman and Rendon, the only 2 starters tonight who've hit against this guy. Ryan 0 for 2, Rendon 0 for 1. Way inside, ball 3. Anthony in the league 8th in on base percentage, 9th in walks. Mercedes-Benz, kind of a linear approach horizontally to this at bat. On the pitch cast, and here's the 3-2. Ooh, that ball got a lot of plate. Anthony popped it up. Lane Adams, 4 in a row now since the home run.
Calling Mason Nation join the Nationals on Thursday. I thought that said calling Masson Nationals. September 28th, we celebrate the final college day, so Mason Nation come out with a special ticket. Patriot students, alumni, and fans will enjoy outfield reserve tickets and a GMU Nationals branded co-air new ad. Visit nationals.com/special ticket.
This guy's punched a few tickets this year. He's punched a few fastballs out of the yard and a whole bunch of hits the other way when they play him like the Braves are playing Adam Lind right now. 305 overall, 295 as a starter, 57th start. So that's Camargo, the third baseman, at short right now. Isn't that something, though? His batting average as a pinch hitter is higher than it is when he gets 4 at bats. That's how prolific he's been in that department.
Pro, the key word there, and lific.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be 2 words with him.
1-2. Breaking ball coming right in on the label of his bat.
Play a long time if you come off the bench doing what Adam Lind has done this year. I mean, he could play into your 40s, early 40s at least.
Two.
Jason Giambi did it. I mean, his swing reminds me a lot of Jason's at times. Just low maintenance and a knack for barreling up baseballs. Cold turkey, which is the hardest part.
Inner half the target. He runs the fastball back and gets the edge, according to Adam Hamari. Strikeout number 2 for Lucas Sims.
Did this run back enough? Well, apparently to be called. Kurt Suzuki with the subtle frame pulled it in about 3 inches. Look at that, according to PitchCast. He's gonna go look at that on the video and not be real happy about that call.
Michael A. Into right. Long way to run for a couple of guys, and he's going to get a gift that'll drop in. Taylor coming in at 341 over 12 games, and he'll take a bunch of those. He's aboard with 2 outs.
Hands inside the ball, barrel overrated. Right approach, that's why he got rewarded for it. We're playing I'm an Oscar Mayer Wiener right now with Matt Wieters walking on the plate. Hear it?
Very clever with the organ they are here. His double last night got a 3rd inning rally started. He scored the Nats' first run of the game in a 4-2 win. Trying to turn the lineup over to get Gio in there. Good changeup. Taylor running, looked like a good jump. Oh, and they're going to call him out. Looked like he was there. The ball tailing toward the right side of the bag, and even with a high throw, he was called out.
But do you notice how Michael A. Taylor slides? He slides too soon. Or maybe the dirt's wet right now to give a benefit of the doubt. But do you know when Trey Turner slides, he has to hook the bag with his foot as he goes by it. Michael A. Taylor got his hand to the bag and stopped.
No challenge.
And he slows down when he slides. He would have been safe. He had the base stolen. He had a great jump. But when he slid, he just had both flaps down and the landing gear. Watch how early he slides, and he barely gets to the base and just stays right there. Getting on the guy because a lot of times when they water a field, it'll stop you. But watch where he gets to in relationship to the slide. He slides early, right? Slows him down big time. Look where his feet are right there. See where his feet are? Usually you're hooking the bag with your foot as you go by it. So watch his arms right here kind of decelerate him as he does like kind of a swim move there to get to the base. Slid early, slowed down, and that was the difference between safe and out. So at the highest level, the game moves so fast. Click, click, click. Little thing between being safe and out, whether it was he slid too soon or the infield's been watered down too much. He didn't really get to the bag.
Well done. And Michael will learn. Davey Lopes, I'm sure, will be in his ear.
And I'll learn not to draw on the telestrator with the eraser side.
I know, the whole screen's gone now. Where'd it go?
It was brutal.
Kurt Suzuki. 5 for 10 with a homer, 2 RBIs and a walk against Gio. 15 pitches, 9 strikes first inning for our lefty, who gave up a long homer to Freddie Freeman to tie this thing. It's a good breaking ball way in on Kurt's hands. No way to hit that fair. Kurt Suzuki, 15 home runs. 11 of those good changeup since the 1st of July.
I thought you were going to say 11 against the Nats, and I was going to say, well, then you got to move his feet, so to speak, a little bit.
Yeah, it's only 3, but it seems like more. So that means before July 1st, he had 4 home runs, and 2 of those were against Washington.
Well, we've seen Nats players do it against their old ball clubs. Makes sense. I talked to him last time they were in D.C. I said, you know every one of the pitches that you see against these guys. You caught them. You know that if Gio's left eyelid twitches, it's a changeup.
And a 1-2, and Kurt Suzuki was guessing something else and couldn't react to the fastball. Gio, 172nd K. Nissan on the pitchcast.
Like I said, Kurt Suzuki has no idea what's coming from the Nats. Guessing wrong, right? Fastball with a lot of plate, took it all the way.
I think what happened was Gio's left eye twitched, and then he crossed him up with a fastball.
Crossed him up. Watch.
Next up, Adonis Garcia. Another guy who's hit well against Gio. 6 for 10 with an RBI. Change up and a beauty. Gets the little comebacker. 2 down, bottom of the 2nd. Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Jeep. So we call them the Big Three, and why not? They've combined for 43 wins. All have great numbers, whether it's ERA, strikeouts, and for all of them, opponents' batting average. That opponent's batting average thing, Scherzer's #1 with the 180. Strasburg, 207, third. Gio, 214, fourth. Kershaw, the only guy who spoils the litany there. He's at 203.
Well, Tanner has 13 wins. Gio with 14. Steven Strasburg with 14. I mean, they have a chance to have 5 15-game winners, or 4 15-game winners, excuse me. The Cubs did it last year, but before that it was 2004 Cardinals, 2003 Yankees, 2001 Mariners who won 116 games. So can you imagine having 4 15-game winners?
Yeah.
Hasn't been done too often in the big leagues. 1998 Braves did it with some guy named Glavine, Maddox, Millwood, Smoltz.
Millwood, yeah. St. Louis won 105 games the year they did it.
There it is. That's impressive. Not easy to win 15 games in the big leagues.
Gio mixing it up to Lane Adams here, who faces him for the first time. Under his hands, running fastball. Gio might be onto something here in the 2nd inning with those heaters against right-handed batters. Retires the side, 2 on pitches, just like that. Baseballs, Nats gear. Mom approves. It's like a good night at the yard for that young guy. And by the way, join the Nats for Youth Sports Day. October 1st, Nats Pirates. Bring your youth sports team to the ballpark. Participate in a pregame parade around the warning track. You can enjoy specially priced tickets for youth sports players, not just baseball, all sports, coaches, family, and friends. Visit nationals.com/special ticket.
3:05 game.
Yeah, last day of the season, all the games start at the same time.
Yeah.
From 3 Eastern to noon Pacific. So there's none of this, okay, we got that clinch. Everybody comes out of the lineup. Everybody kind of battling right down to the end. I think that was a great idea that was brought in, I'm thinking 2 years ago. Good solid way to end the season. Wieters was hitting when Taylor was thrown out. And Matt will take that one outside, 2-1. That's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. People ask me how to score that. I write down 6-3 with an arrow pointing to the right side of the infield.
Bryce in the dugout, hit on the field today against righties and lefties, ran the bases again, came out of it real good from yesterday's simulated game. So everything moving in the right direction, fingers crossed. Maybe you see him on this road trip.
Would that be awesome?
That would be awesome.
Here's Gio. He goes up pumping, trying to bloop one in out there in left center, and Lane Adams, replacing Inciarte, makes a very fine play. 2 outs.
Nice play. When a pitcher's hitting as a center fielder, you're shading toward right center, thinking he'll be late on the fastball. So watch how far Lane Adams goes for this. He's in right center. He runs all the way over to left center, then some serious whiplash at the end of that. Watch his neck and his head as he hits the ground. Boom.
Whew.
As outfielders, you wake up with a stiff neck when you make plays like this the next day. Can't even turn your head. Got to get to the park early and get some treatment, loosen it up. Just one play like that will make you sore the next day.
Trey Turner on the first pitch showed bunt. Got Camargo on the move. It was a called strike. Squares again, and on a delayed call, Adam Hamari calls it strike 2 at the knees.
You know what I like he did right there? He leg kicked on the bunt, and that'll freeze a third baseman. Look at the leg kick and then show and bunt. So something little like that will keep a third baseman from charging all crazy style because he's seeing the kick. Not a lot of guys do that. That's real advanced stuff.
Had never heard of that before. Really good.
Trying to make it look like a swing as long as you can.
1-2. And that fastball kept going up and up, and Trey couldn't get it. So his homer, and one by Freeman in the first, has us all tied up. 14. Drew Storen the save. Ian Desmond had hit a 2-run homer. Tanner Roark pitched 7 innings, and the Nats at Turner Field clinched their second NL East championship, and the party was on. 3-0 the final in that game. What a great night.
That was There Is No Wrong Pipe, and then Matt Williams, I think, recited Robert Frost or something in a poem.
And then the cool thing was the Braves were having a post-game concert on the field. So the Nats and all their families and friends came out on the third base side, sat around, enjoyed a wonderful evening.
Something about many miles before we sleep. Something like that.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. Bryce had the firefighter hat on. Mass and Dan and Kevin Franzen had fun. Dan said it went down the wrong pipe, and Kevin screamed, "There is no wrong pipe," and there was T-shirts. That was fun. That was a good one. Look, we're judging clinches now. That's where we're at. Well, 12 was great, but 14 was okay. 16, well, this year at home. Judging division championships. That's where the Nats are right now.
I'd like to judge a couple of playoff bracket championships.
Start judging parades. I'm okay with that. Well, the first parade, that's what they do in San Francisco. The 10 parade was great. 12 was all right, but the 14 one, nothing was like the 10 one. I'm sitting here listening to the people go, "Are you kidding me? You're making me sick to my stomach."
Judging parade, something we usually only do on Thanksgiving or New Year's morning.
Yeah, Macy's, and then all the other ones stink.
Yeah. Here's Lucas Sims, 23-year-old rookie. And as a big league hitter, he's 0 for 11.
Is there like Macy's, and then Detroit has one?
Big curveball. Lucas, a local kid, born in Lawrenceville, northeast of here, went to Brookwood High School in Snellville, Georgia. And he was the Braves' first rounder back in 12, 21st overall player taken. Fights that one off, and it stays 0-2.
Should have went the second round. Then you could have said, "My name is Lucas. I went in the second round."
Oh-2. Big curve, see ya. And Gio has struck out 4 of the last 5 Braves.
All right, DC area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a $37 donation to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by Nats pitcher this season. So 37 times 4 so far for Gio.
Strikeout total up to 175. Top of the order, Ozzie Albies. That is a big hook, and when you can throw the curveball for a called strike, that is huge. That one missing. Curves, curves, curves. Fastball probably looks a whole lot harder than 89. He was late for it. 2-2. Swing, a foul tip, and a strikeout. Gio strikes out the side. 5 Ks out of his 9 outs so far on a beautiful evening in Atlanta. Home runs have this one tied at 1. Fourth inning of Nationals baseball brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. If only the traffic went as fast as the clouds in Atlanta. Middle innings, Worth, Murphy, Zimmerman, top four.
Speaking of fast clouds, love, thoughts, prayers go out to all our friends in Puerto Rico and all the islands.
Wow, yeah.
Hurricane Maria, and all our friends in Mexico too that went through that horrible earthquake yesterday.
It's been a rough month.
Yeah, what in the world is going on? Enough, Uncle.
Yeah, it's dark in Puerto Rico in more ways than one. Power's been lost, I understand, to virtually the entire island.
For like 4 to 6 months.
Wow.
Here.
Jason struck out swinging on a low slider first time up. 39-26 the pitch and strike count for Sims coming into the inning. Camargo handles that. For Gio, it's 41/27. So one bloop hit for the Nats since the Trey Turner homer. Michael A. Taylor's with 2 outs in the second. Here's Daniel Murphy, who hit a fly ball to center his first time. Right side of Tapper, Freeman to the pitcher. 2 down.
Want exclusive access to Nats postseason tickets presale? Join the free Nationals fan club and receive all postseason presale information. Visit nationals.com/postseason to join today. Do not miss out.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman. Ground ball to Camargo at third, first time. I've noticed almost every right-handed batter the Nats send into the box has the center fielder a little offset to right center. Ryan Zimmerman seems to be the exception now, as Lane Adams is a little, maybe 2 steps toward left center, but basically straight away. It's a good changeup. 0-2. So Lucas Sims has done a lot of relieving, but he is starting his 8th game of the year, and he's got a variety of pitches here that one of those might be wasted as a reliever. 1-2.
That pitch he just fouled back. He's in 2-strike protect mode, but that's the pitch he's been destroying lately. The fastball up and away.
Pretty big hook on that curveball. 2-2. Better get it in there, and he goes way up and in. 3-2.
Where do you think this pitch is going? I'm not sure which pitch is coming, but I will bet a lot of money it's going the other side of the plate after that pitch.
Yeah, you would think breaking ball, low and away.
That'd be a fastball away, but it's going to be away either way. There it is. See, slider away.
And he got Ryan on that low slider at 87. This guy's got a good arm. He's throwing some really good pitches. 4th strikeout for Lucas Sims. Waves. When you have insight, you know how to handle your finances with confidence. Brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you. We check in on Juan Soto. So he's now a grizzled old veteran at 18, signed with the Nats for an unheard of at the time $1.5 million at the age of 16. So this season, in his third professional year, .351. Nationals #2 prospect. And the #1's in the dugout, Victor Robles. Keep your eye on Juan Soto.
Look at the video games you could buy when you were 16 for $1 million.
Yeah, nobody had really given a bonus like that to a 16-year-old. $1.5 million. Gio to Johan Camargo, bottom of the 4th underway. That one caught the screen atop the Braves dugout. The Yankees game today was halted for 5 minutes after a young fan was hit by a foul ball, taken out of the game on a stretcher. Todd Frazier, who hit the ball, was very upset, as were a lot of the players in that contest. And I just hope Major League Baseball does something before we lose a fan. 2-2. They've done it in some ballparks, but many don't have it yet. In FP, it's kind of a complicated argument, the whole screen thing.
Yeah, I don't even know where I stand on it.
Trey Turner makes an in-between hop look pretty smooth.
That's staying far enough away not to get hit, though.
StatCast powered by AWS on the Freddie Freeman home run. This should be big numbers.
Yeah. Launch angle especially. What do we got? 31 degrees, so between 25 and 30 is optimal. Exit velocity is bueno, and 439 feet over the chop house. For the guy stepping in the box right now that stinks. Not good, this guy.
1 for 4 with a single last night. Gio threw him a curveball. This ball looks like it's knuckling a little bit as it goes out to Jason Worth. 2 down. One pitch, and now Markakis.
Yeah, if you missed it last night, we used reverse psychology on Freddie because every time, I mean, we have to say how good he is because he kills the Nats. He's been doing it since what, 2012?
Then he proves us right every night.
So last night we went with the reverse psychology against Max. It worked for a little bit. Got the bloop single. We were thinking. I was with Trey Turner. He said after the second hit of the game, he was thinking no-hitter last night. And I was right with him. The stuff that Max had, he was featuring.
Freeman blooped one into right with 2 outs in the 4th. Gio's got that curveball working tonight, man. 0-2 to Markakis, who hit a fly ball to Adam Lind in left field first time.
It's that working all season. Opponents hit 157 against Gio's curveball, 21 for 134. And before tonight, he's thrown it 751 times, and it's only been put into play 134.
Tried to paint the outside edge. 2-2. Inside the numbers, presented by Jeep.
There it is.
That's a good looking fastball.
Wieters had a lean back to the dugout. Gio had a false step to the dugout. Thought it was strike 3.
Over to the left side, Anthony Rendon cuts it off, and Gio Gonzalez with a quick inning. That was 12 pitches for him. We're tied through 4. more and better than ever before. Great to have them in Atlanta. Nats will be home for the last 4 games of the season, Thursday through Sunday next week. So they'll be getting ready for the postseason. Visit Nationals.com for all your ticket information. Don't forget the last day of the season, always a big fan appreciation day. Jerseys off their backs. All kinds of great stuff going on around the ballpark, starting next Thursday against those battling Buccos, who just got 3 runs to take a lead on Milwaukee. St. Louis is up 5-0 at Cincinnati. Why does that matter? Well, Colorado lost again today to the Giants, and if the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Pirates, there's a tie for the second wild card spot. Looked like the Diamondbacks and the Rockies were just going to breeze into that wild card situation. Not so fast. Rendon fly ball to center first time.
Well, yesterday was a Talk Like a Pirate Day, National Talk Like a Pirate Day, and I read that promo and forgot to do it.
Arr.
Yeah. Totally dropped the ball on that one.
Fastball right side, 2-1.
And the fact that there's a day for that really is
A
questionable.
little disturbing.
Yeah.
That's his curveball way outside, 3-1. He went to a long count on Rendon first time, 3-2 before that fly ball leading off the second. He's faced the minimum number of batters since then.
Okay.
And that is cutting right into the strike zone.
Excuse me, Carp. I asked the truck, and they're looking at it, researching it. Who has the most 3-2 counts as a hitter?
I would say this guy.
Yeah. I asked after his first at bat, it was 3-2.
Swing and a miss, and there's deception going on here. He's thrown a lot of pitches in the dirt so far tonight that have been swinging third strikes. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
Well, it's kind of a quick arm to a changeup. So he's got, watch the short arm stroke. It's quick right there, and then drops the changeup with a lot of drop in it. That's tough to pick up as a hitter.
There's Adam Lind. Had a curveball called for a strike up in the zone. Remember, Adam punched out first time on a fastball that was about 2 to 3 baseballs off the plate inside.
It looked closer than that, though. Kurt Suzuki framed it up nice, but yeah, it looked like a ball. It's a good take.
Oh. And Adam Hamari did the splits to let that one go through.
That was 5-hole.
2-1. Inside the numbers, brought to you by Jeep. So the Nats are within 2 of the all-time franchise record, not just Nats. With Trey Turner's first inning blast, and Adam Lind will blast one that he really turned on. Watching him during batting practice today really work on center and left center, and he was flipping fly balls out of here very effortlessly. He's got such a great stroke the other way. Now put that bat in the lineup. Look out.
I'm ready to watch him play again. We miss him.
There's that stroke by Lind foul.
Not just from a need him in the lineup perspective, just miss watching him play every day. You know, always, whenever you talk to people around town, you say, what a great job we have. We get to see Bryce Harper play every day, and we haven't seen him play in a while. Miss seeing him out there running around.
So we've gone a month and 8 days now without seeing Bryce. August 12th against the Giants, 3rd inning when he slipped on that bag. This is a towering fly ball near the pole. Foul, signaled by Nick Lentz.
And no argument from Adam Lind, no argument from Davey Lopes, so obviously foul. Dusty telling Adam Lind, keep fighting.
Two. Fastball away. Strikeout number 6. There aren't many pitchers in either league who can say they struck out Zimmerman, Rendon, and Lind back to back this year.
Some Braves fan today that was on the field for BP, you know, the roped off area, had a ball from the 70s that was a Dusty Baker home run ball and asked Dusty to sign it. And
Cool.
it looked like it was from the 70s. It was all kind of yellow and discolored. And Dusty was all proud of it, saying, look, this is a home run ball from when I played in the 70s here.
How about that? Taylor, deep short. The race is on. And Michael A. will be safe as the ball gets away. He'll be waved down to second base as Simmons' throw goes awry. So Michael A. Taylor, a bloop, and now a grounder. He's been on twice.
Yeah, as soon as you see the Braves shortstop go that way, thrown across his body, you know that Michael A. Taylor had a chance. Dansby Swanson going toward the Nats dugout, and so we missed a walk.
Yeah, and I don't miss Andrelton Simmons that much that I said his name there instead of Dansby Swanson.
Well, he said it for a lot of years, so it's understandable.
So 2 on 2 out for Gio. They have posted a 3rd hit on the board, so Michael A. Taylor's 2 for 2. That's quite a pick by Kurt Suzuki, reaching for a wildly spinning breaking ball.
Did you see Gio hold up his swing and then keep it right there as he backed out of the box? That was funny.
Gio has 5 RBIs this year on 6 base hits. Holds it again. Nick Lentz ringing him up from first base.
Did he go?
I thought he held.
Thought he held too.
Pitchers get no respect when they're hitting. 2-1. Well, he's asking for trouble if he loses this batter.
Do you take right here?
I would think.
I think Bob Henley just gave him the take sign. Why not?
Make him throw 2 strikes. And he will walk Gio Gonzalez to load the bases for Trey Turner. A Braves killer. All this happening with 2 outs.
Young pitcher out there, just 23 years old. It's a good trip by Kurt Suzuki. He's looking to see if the pitching coach is going to come out. Maybe even a trainer. Are they looking for a trainer? No.
Chuck Hernandez.
We're looking for Chuck. Well, he hit a first pitch fastball for a homer off you. I don't think we should lay one right in there. Maybe they'll try a slider.
Right-hander Luke Jackson is up. Inside the Numbers presented by PNC Bank. Turner Field North. We'll see how it develops over the next couple of years, as FP alluded to.
First pitch slider, as you suspected. Ooh, pretty
good
close.
take.
Yeah.
We've seen that pitch called a strike tonight. So Trey's at 43 RBIs after his homer.
I'm betting 100% fastball here if I'm Trey.
And it broke his bat. They're going to go the short way. I don't even want to think about making a throw to first.
Well, Ozzie Albies did think about making a throw to first. He forgot how many outs there were. He's going to turn a double play with 3 outs. Here from Atlanta. Time for some Geico highlights. Show you Gio's night so far and some strikeouts, because strikeouts are sexy. There's a fastball in to Kurt Suzuki. His first strikeout. Another fastball in to Lane Adams. Second strikeout. Change up down for his third. Then a big looping curveball from Gio to Lucas. High fastball for number 5. That's Gio Gonzalez so far. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
SunTrust Park holds 41,119. Just about 200 seats fewer than Nationals Park. And there's Kurt Suzuki, followed by Adonis Garcia and Lane Adams here in the bottom of the 5th. Gio 53 pitches, 34 strikes. He's on a good ratio here. Right about 14 pitches per inning so far, between 13 and 14. Fastball away.
So do you throw Gio Gonzalez in game 2? Or do you save him for Wrigley Field in game 3 to nullify all those lefties, which would be what? Kyle Schwarber, if it turns out to be the Cubs.
Obviously the first baseman.
Obviously Anthony Rizzo. The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Yeah.
Turn Ben Zobrist around. I think Zobrist is better left-handed than right-handed, if I'm not mistaken. So it would make sense if you play the first 2 games at home to pitch Gio Game 3 at Wrigley, if that's who the Nats indeed play. Looking like that.
Yeah. So many managers would love to have Dusty's decisions to make with arms like that, but it's a big deal. 2-2.
Zobrist is hitting 184 against lefties from the right side.
Kurt Suzuki guessed other than fastball first time, and Gio buzzed one right on the inner half to strike him out looking. And he gets a changeup and hits it a long way to left. And Kurt Suzuki has done it to the Nationals again. Of his 16 home runs, 4 against Washington this year. Braves lead 2-1.
I'm telling you, the fact that he struck out on a fastball last time up tells me he's sitting on off speed tonight against Gio. He's totally disregarded the fastball. That was off speed right there, and he hit it out. You remember first time up, we were joking about how Kurt Suzuki knows what's coming from the Nats pitchers because he's caught them all and knows all their tendencies. Well, he's got a game plan. He stuck to it. He finally got the off speed and rode it out of here for a homer.
Adonis Garcia pops one up a mile high. Zimmerman, the catch. First out, 5th inning. Kurt Suzuki at the age of 32 having quite a year. So he's got 16 and 44. Their other catcher, Tyler Flowers, has 11 homers and 47 RBIs. So they're talking about a catching combo of 27 home runs and 91 driven in.
Almost crushed right there.
By Lane Adams.
I think Matt Wieder's reactions to home runs when he's catching are priceless to me. He looks away in disgust. He knows immediately when a ball is hit, almost like, you know, I just can't even watch this. He turns to his right. Every single home run that's been hit this year, as soon as contact is made, he just turns almost like it's his fault for calling the pitch. That's what I gather from it. He's not showing up the pitcher at all. It's just watch Wieters. He does this every home run. That, you know, like he's got a cold and he's gonna cough and he doesn't want to get it on you.
No. Great off-speed pitch by Gio. Strikes out Adams on the changeup, his 6th of the night. Dansby Swanson, the number 8 hitter here, 2 outs in the 5th. They have 5 lefties in their pen. A.J. Minter, one of them. Two-0.
Slipped.
Rio Ruiz for Sims, who's thrown 74 pitches, but he's gone over 100 this year, but he's recently back out of the bullpen starting. And Gio delivers a 3-0 fastball for a strike. You never guaranteed a fastball anymore in this game, are you? 3-1. What a changeup. So will he throw it 3-2? He'll throw the hook and get a strikeout. Sergio gives up a homer to Kurt Suzuki. We go to the 6th. 2-1. It's about the solos tonight. Local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyFirst.com. Tanner Roark, R.A. Dickey tomorrow night. Nats will get into New York in the wee hours and play a couple of night games, and then a Sunday 1 o'clock. Then it's on to Philly, so you're looking at the next 5. 2 more night games in Philly after that game on Monday before the boys come back home to finish it out against the Pirates. Jiffy Lube pitching change. It's lefty A.J. Minter. Choose a winning team for your vehicle. Jiffy Lube for value and convenience. Pitching change from JiffyLubeDC.com. 24-year-old lefty from Tyler, Texas, and with the Braves his 11th appearance.
A fastball slider. Fastball's 96. It was impressive the last time the Nats faced him in D.C.
Yeah, struck out 3 batters, gave up 1 hit in the 8th inning last Wednesday when the Braves behind Gohara beat Max Scherzer and the Nats 8-2. Trey Turner had a base hit, but he struck out Wieters, Rowdy Reed, and Wilmer Defoe. So Jason gets him for the first time.
Yeah, I don't think you worry about Jason Worth until Philadelphia. If he doesn't hit there, that's a place that he's absolutely crushed his whole career as in that. And I think if you're Dusty Baker, you know, you're starting to get toward the finish line, and I think that's where Jason will lock in, if not sooner. But you know how he loves to play at the bank, the end of this road trip, and that would be perfect timing, right?
Would. Swinging strikeout, ground ball to third tonight. Nats box, 3 hits. Trey Turner, first pitch of the game, his 10th homer. 2 outs. 2nd inning, Michael A. Taylor, a blooper to right for a hit caught stealing. And then Michael, 2 innings, actually 3 innings later, an infield hit to short. Nats eventually loaded the bases, but Trey Turner hit into a force play. Worth launches one way high, way long, and way foul.
Whoa.
Way up there to the third deck.
Okay, the car alarm bit on the foul ball is funny in minor league parks when it can actually happen.
I don't think anybody's parked in the third deck here. 2-2. Swing and a miss and a fastball away. Nats have struck out 7 times in 5 1/3 tonight. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
Yeah, short arm fastball looks like it has a lot of spin rate late. Every bit of 96 when it gets to the plate. He had a little slippage on the mound on that one.
Lefty-lefty matchup here for Daniel Murphy. Target away. Big gap in right center for Murphy. Ground ball room to the right of the second base bag if he can pull it. And that's by him at 95. 2-2.
Guy's bringing the heat. You get 95, 96, but something about the quick, short delivery makes it play faster.
Minter came into this game 15 strikeouts in 10 innings without walking a batter.
Billy Wagner in him.
2-2. Got that short arm thing, doesn't he? Then it explodes. That one 96, 2 outs.
So here's Ryan's 33rd tater. Ties his career high. Big flaw from Daniel Murphy. Last night, RBI number 100 and 101. So there's the ball authenticated. Third time he's driven in triple digits. What was it, 06, 09 in this year?
Yeah. Ryan hitting .331 against lefties this year. Rendon on deck hitting .340 against left-handed pitchers. Yeah, Ryan drove in 110 runs his first full year in the big leagues with 20 home runs back in 06, but he had 47 doubles that year. And then 106 in the aforementioned 09 season when he hit those 33 homers. That's the season he had the 30-game hitting streak. In the dirt, 1-2.
I remember seeing Ryan in 2010 at AT&T Park when Barry Bonds was chasing the home run thing, and he was getting 3 a night then. There you go, career highs this season. Got a chance.
Coming into this year, .278 career batter. That's because of the injuries. And that went to the right side. Backhand Freddie Freeman. He has to fire it to a sliding A.J. Minter. Pretty well played athletically on the right side of the Braves infield. Ryan Dunn, Nats go in order. Still only have 3 hits. Gio to Rio. Bottom of the 6th. Lefty pinch hitter Rio Ruiz facing Gio Gonzalez for the first time. And the curveball way outside. 2-1.
Up to Gio just to keep it at 2-1 and figure that his ball club is going to figure out somebody down there in the Braves bullpen.
.86. That's a speed that's kind of in between his fastball and his changeup. That was a heater. Out to left center, Michael A. Taylor. Braves only have 2 hits, but they both left the yard. Freddie Freeman, a monster shot over the chop house. 2 outs first inning. Kurt Suzuki to left into the Nats bullpen, leading off the 5th. So Ozzie Albies up there. Fly ball to right. Strikeout number 5 for Gio back in the 3rd. Big swing on a curveball. No chance. It was another lefty, Sam Freeman.
So many keys to Gio's success this year. I think maybe the number one is his tempo. The fact that he just looked relaxed and have 100% confidence in the fingers Matt Wieters put down. And maybe something as simple as he's just, he's a veteran now. He's a dad. He went through a lot of stuff with the Jose Fernandez thing last year. I mean, he just seems like he's not flappable like he used to be. Even when things aren't going his way, he's been able to just get into some sort of calm zone, relax, and get out of it. It's something, quite frankly, we hadn't seen on a consistent basis, maybe until this year.
Well, and I think along with that, FP, you bring up great points. The kind of pitches he throws when he gets in trouble, he's not trying to throw the ball through the backstop anymore.
Right.
Curveball, changeup. He's relaxed. He goes soft to get out of tough situations like great pitchers do.
Yep. Just a mature version, and it's been real fun to watch, to say the least.
Here's Camargo. Albies 3 for 4 as a rookie base stealer. He's 0 for 14, so maybe that walk will get him going as far as the Braves are concerned. At least he gets to go to first base. Really having his first adversity as a big league hitter during this stretch of 4 or 5 games.
Matt Wieters thought about going out there for a second, and he's like, no, not yet. Got to time this right. Oh, he's going out there. I saw a little hesitation. Saw Gio frustrated with the curveball for ball 4 to Ozzie Albies. And then ball 1, hey, started to go out, got back behind the plate, said, no, I'm going to go with my first choice. I'm going out there.
Camargo 0 for 2, fly ball to right, ground ball to short. Pretty good lead by the rookie. Gio actually had him leaning back toward the bag as he delivered a strike.
Camargo did that last night. He's got the big leg kick, and if you mess with his timing, he just can't get off a swing.
Kind of an intriguing young player from Panama is Johan Camargo. Is only 23. So rookie season, hitting over 300. And great numbers from the right side of the plate.
There was a time when I tinkered with a leg kick, and if a pitcher ever pulled off a slide step on me out of the stretch, I was lost. I couldn't swing, and I'm surprised you don't see it more. A slide step, for those of you who don't know, is when you just kind of hurry your delivery to the plate to keep the runner at first close. And when you have that leg kick and that timing, it disrupts it.
Clean hit to right. 2 on, 1 out. It's only the 3rd hit for the Braves, but now there's trouble coming in Freddie Freeman, who has homered to right and then hit a fly ball to right. So in the series, he's 2 for 6.
Well, the curveball's been the ground ball pitch for Gio this year, so we'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah, about as consistent through those 3 times through the lineup as you can possibly be. Shift on. Fastball away. So Freeman's homer against Gio back in the first, his 4th against Gonzalez. Career and 17 RBIs.
Yeah, Gio has almost a 66% ground ball rate on his curveball since the start of last year. So if he wants a ground ball, that's the pitch he usually goes to because it's hard to get under it.
Freeman gets under it, but there's nothing on it. And Taylor will throw it in. Nobody's going to challenge him. Albies back to the bag. That's a big second out in a 1-run game. Next up is Nick Markakis.
Yeah, the pitch he hit out was a changeup. That was a fastball, and it beat Freddie. That's the look of a hitter that was going up there looking for a pitch, got the pitch, and missed the pitch.
Markakis 0 for 2, fly ball and a grounder, both the other way.
That's the most frustrating thing as a hitter. You go up there with a plan. I'm looking fastball in, and when I get it, I'm gonna do some damage. You get to a count, you guessed right, you get the fastball in, and then it beats you because of maybe you overswung, maybe he rushed you with his delivery, but you stuck to the game plan. It didn't work out. Those are the frustrating at bats. The ones where they beat you, it happens a lot in baseball. You tip your cap, go back to the dugout. But when you have your game plan, it's set up. I hit a changeup out last time. He's not throwing that pitch again. I've eliminated. So it's either fastball, curveball. Sitting on the fastball in this zone, in this count, on this pitch. Got it and got beat. Frustrating.
Well, we know he's human. That's a good heater to the outer half. Gio ahead of Markakis 1 and 2. Pretty consistent. This has been a long inning because of the 1-out walk. So Gio arrives at 90 pitches with 2 outs in the 6th. Trying to go at least 6 for the 24th time in 30 starts. Gio's been durable. 30 starts or more now in 8 of his last 9 seasons. 1-2. Markakis battling here. Ozzie Albies walked with 1 out, went to second on the Johan Camargo base hit to right. Did he go? Matt Wieters hoping they'd get the call that the body went and the bat went with it, but it's 3-2.
See how much confidence he has in that curveball right here, right now. Decides to spin it up there, 3-2 against the left-hander. So a lot of 2s in that sequence.
Curveball drops in and Markakis frozen. Could not pull the trigger. Gio, 8th K of the night. And now he's gone at least 6, 24 times. Homering for Atlanta, Turner for the Nats. So maybe this is one of those games kind of indicative about Gio against the Braves. Certain ball clubs you just don't have any success against because maybe your guys don't get runs, but he's pitching well enough to be a winner tonight.
Yeah, 3 hits and 2 runs. Pretty good so far for Gio. Made a couple of mistakes. One to Suzuki, like you said, one to Freeman. So a good ball game here in Atlanta. We're having fun, but we just found out that there's no freeze tonight, so we don't even know what to do at this point. There's no freeze. There's no race. I don't even know if we can go on.
Well, that's like going to our ballpark and the Presidents don't run for a night.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
What is that?
Come on.
He wins a race and now he needs a day off? Like it's that hard?
Well, maybe he pulled a hammy last night, beating that guy by 200 yards.
Beat some guy that was 20 pounds overweight. It's not that tough.
Here's Sam Freeman. Maybe the least dangerous of the 2 Freemans, but this guy can bring it. And first up is Anthony Rendon. 0-for-1 career against the lefty. 54th appearance in 55 innings, 56 Ks. And the opponent's batting average, as you saw, only .222. Nats need to put some hits together. Michael A. Taylor has 2 of the 3 other than Turner's home run. He's on their doubles list right behind Daniel Murphy.
Oh, double Herrera.
Yeah. Nolan Arenado and the Rockies were shut out 4-0 by the Giants today. Milwaukee still trailing 3-2 at Pittsburgh. If they can get a couple of runs and win that game, there is a tie for the second wild card spot.
Ooh, it's getting good.
Rendon perfectly placed, no. Cut off by Camargo. Ball came up, and the third baseman able to cut it off.
2018 Nats Plus memberships are on sale right now. Guarantee the best available seats for next year. Plus, get access to this year's postseason and next year's All-Star game, plus the Home Run Derby, all that stuff. If you visit nationals.com/2018 today. I get that just for the Home Run Derby.
Well, I renewed mine. So if need a ticket next July, give me a. I'll put you on my standby list.
Thank you. I want to be on top of the Budweiser loft, like where the halo is up there, because Giancarlo told me
who hit one up there.
56 home run today that he thinks he can hit one up there. And who knows where Bryce is going to hit one. I think Bryce hits one out of the stadium next year in the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, he could go Shake Shack.
He's going, you know where that little section comes out in right field, the third, that he's going to hit one over that out of the ballpark. Making a call right now.
Here's 1-1 to Adam Lind. Pitch in on his hands. And the count 1-2. That was a fastball 14 miles an hour harder than the previous pitch. Two for two man on deck. Adam reaching. They were in the shift, and that's the shortstop. All right, let's check in with Dan.
Bob, let's do another bat report. Michael A. Taylor stepping in, so why not talk about Michael's bat? It's a G27 model for Michael, 34 inches, 31.5 ounces. And the G27, interestingly enough, is Giancarlo Stanton's model. Taylor and Stanton's teammate Marcell Ozuna traded bats a couple years ago, and at the time Ozuna was swinging Stanton's bat. Michael tested it out, liked how it felt, and stuck with it. There's no knob down at the end of the barrel, which Taylor really likes. It kind of flares out like Jason Wirth's bat, prevents him from getting blisters in his palms. So the G27, thanks to some interdivision trading.
Well done. And when you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. With our sideline report. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, Giancarlo hit his 56th this afternoon. 56 home runs. Taylor to short for Dansby Swanson. Nats go quickly against Sam Freeman. Time to stretch in Atlanta. 2-1 game. So at least 7 for the 9th time this year. He'll face Suzuki, Garcia, and Adams. Bottom 7, 2-1 game, game 2 of this series. Kurt Suzuki last time rode one out of here to left, his 16th home run. And for Kurt Suzuki, that's a new career high. He hit 15 for the A's back in 09. 14 there 2 years later, 13 in between. But he'd been a single-digit home run guy for the last 5 years before this explosion.
I think he's got the axe handle on his bat. You see that? There's certain bats that guys are using and they have the handle like an axe.
Yeah, see that? Little oblong there.
I think Dustin Pedroia started that thing when he had the injured hand, if I'm not mistaken.
He's going to pull that one. Gio, nice off-speed pitch away. Rendon for the first out.
Most popular way to follow the Nets the rest of the regular season and in the postseason is MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy game day, live game video highlights, and StatCast. Download MLB.com at bat today.
You're running out of time.
11 more after tonight.
Ball hits the mound, didn't change directions much on Murphy. Bit of a high wide throw. Ryan Zimmerman grabs it, 2 down. Next up, Lane Adams. Procession of relievers in the month of September. Jose Ramirez will be next. Well, this is probably it for Gio, due to bat second in the 8th. Another outstanding start tonight. Tried to bring the curveball around, it just stayed outside. Curveball's been amazing. Another ball for Murphy that went skipping by the pitcher's mound. And Gio, if that's it, he finished very strong. 2 runs on 3 hits through 7. Time to get him some runs. Is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Beautiful view from the Masson Chopper over downtown Atlanta tonight. We're going top 8. The Braves about to use their 4th pitcher of the night. Right-hander Jose Ramirez, 27 years of age. It'll be his 67th appearance. 55 strikeouts in 61 innings with only 42 hits. Just looking at total games for pitchers in the National League, he's right out of the top 6 in terms of number of appearances. Here's Jace Peterson. He takes over in left. And he should be batting 9th on the double switch. Matt Wieters 0 for 3 career with an RBI against the right-hander who delivers an easy looking 96. Wilmer Difo on deck to hit for Gio. Then he goes off speed with 87. Matt Albers. And he rolls over that one and hopes it goes foul. It will.
Yeah, I'm reading up on this axe handle thing that Dustin Pedroia kind of started, Carb. And he had surgery on his hand, and it kind of locks your grip in with that handle, the bat that Kurt Suzuki was using. And some guys are starting to use them because they're seeing him have success with it. It minimizes the bat movement in your hand. So a lot of times in the middle of your swing, the bat will kind of move. That's why you see guys throw bats on swings and misses sometimes. Right. Well, this apparently locks it in, and it takes the pressure off your hands or your hamate. You know, guys always break their hamate and have to get surgery and miss a lot of time just by swinging the bat. Well, that axe handle that Kurt's using prevents all of that and locks your grip in all at once.
Wieters strikes out on a fastball away.
Interesting stuff.
I love it when they find out new things about the game and things that hitters can do better.
It's just new technology coming into baseball.
Yeah. So here's Wilmer Difo. 3 for 23 as a pinch hitter. So Gio's night's over. Giving up just 2 runs on 3 hits in 7 innings with a walk and 8 strikeouts. Gio, 104 pitches, 63 strikes. Good rip. Wilmer 0 for 1 against the 27-year-old right-hander Ramirez. Top of the order. Nats need Wilmer on. They'd have great speed on base and in the batter's box in a 1-run game. But it's 0-2 to stay alive. Just kind of half swings, and that's a swinging bunt, and he easily beats it out. All right, here we go with the speed game.
All right, it's the Verizon StatCast for you. You've been waiting a long time. First pitch of the Wego gone. Trey Turner, there goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout. 10th home run of the year. So numbers 94.1 on the exit velocity. Perfect launch angle. Nobody in the bullpen to get it. StatCast is brought to you from Fios by Verizon. Fios is not cable. We're wired differently. Back. Go to getfios.com today. Sorry, I was an old first base coach in me.
No?
This came out.
I don't blame you. You cannot get picked off in this situation. Pretty short lead. And a base hit by Turner. Defoe makes the turn. He's heading for third. Turner's heading for second. The throw in there. He is safe with a double. And the complexion of the game changes on a half swing and a pull swing.
Speed, baby. That's what this inning's about. Wilmer Defoe put it in play. Good things happen. So a check swing turns into an infield single. And now Trey Turner, another fairly fast human, decides to go down the corner. Wilmer was thinking about scoring here. I think if he keeps running hard to Bob Henley, the fact that the throw went backwards into second base might have been able to roll him there. But now Jason Worth has a chance to be a hero in this one right here, right now.
Tying run third base. Braves will play the middle infielders back. Freeman heels to the grass at first. And then at third base, Johan Camargo slightly behind the baseline.
I think if Jason thinks right center, which when he's locked in and he's at his best, that's what he does. He'll have a productive at-bat right here.
1-0, and that's way outside 2-0. That thing almost spun Kurt Suzuki around. Jason Worth 1 for 3 with an RBI against Jose Ramirez. Comes the pitching coach in a bit of a hurry on a 2-0 count.
You got someone warming up in the bullpen that you might feel more comfortable with. And do you fight back into this count behind 2-0, or do you just kind of pitch Jason Worth carefully as you look at Vizcaino getting loose?
Yeah, and that's a righty with Murphy, the lefty, waiting. Vizcaino is their closer right now.
I'm not saying walk Worth to get the Murphy, because that would just be dumb. I'm saying make some quality 0-2 pitches right here. See if Worth is excited right now and wants to drive in the run or takes his walk.
Lots of things to consider here in the top of the 8th.
Pretty good baseball game.
Great speed.
If you want to fast forward to October, these are the ones you have to pick up every time.
2-0. Ball 3.
Talking playoff baseball, second, third one out, you have to cash in.
Yeah, we don't call them little things in October, do we?
These are huge things, and you know, the pressure's on. You're the only game on TV. The crowd's going crazy. You're facing somebody's ace. They're not easy at bats.
Bases loaded for Daniel Murphy. Let's check Murph's numbers against Ramirez. He is 0 for 3 against him, but the righty has walked Daniel twice.
This is Skipper's save right here. I mean, you talk about high leverage situation. He has to get his closer. It's a no-brainer. Although it's not Craig Kimbrell. If it was, you remember those days?
Yeah, he was pretty much lights out. Just an occasional glitch, not many. Murphy.
We also had a grand slam April 23rd against the Mets. So this season, the DC Lexus dealers, they donated $50,000 to the Children's National Health System as a result of their Masson Nationals Home Run Kids initiative. Lexus, experience amazing. How about that? $50,000. Very cool.
31 hits and 70 career at-bats with the bases loaded. And here's a roadie's Vizcaíno. Murphy, as mentioned, 0 for 3 against this guy as well. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, tying runs at third here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, fastball's averaging 97.8 miles an hour. Curveball, changeup to go with it. Really 2 pitches, fastball, curve.
So 8 of 9 runners stranded. Ball 1. That tells you that Vizcaíno doesn't often come into a game when there's an inning in progress. He, as a closer, at least lately, mainly starts an inning. So he's behind. Where do we go from here?
Well, you're thinking you're getting a fat one right here if you're Murph.
393 with runners in scoring position. Second best in the National League.
I mean, as fat as 99 could be.
Ball 2.
Gauging.
Yeah, you can almost see the computer clicking, can't you, with him?
Well, fastball, center cut, let it rip. Get it in the air.
Vizcaíno has given up 7 homers in 54 innings this year.
I'm going to say no on the green light here for one reason. He hasn't been close yet.
Yep.
Came out of the bullpen into a big situation. You can tell the pressure is getting to him a little bit. This is a red light situation all the way. I mean, if he's just missing or he's been pitching for 5 innings, yes. This is no. And I always say green light. Could be wrong.
Yeah. Huge pitch. 3-0, bases loaded, and this game is tied. Daniel Murphy, 89th RBI. Defoe comes strolling home.
Gio off the hook and hoping for more.
Yeah, he's got a chance to get his 15th win now.
Boys are having fun. Wilmer Defoe getting the party started.
So still only 1 out, and Ryan Zimmerman, the hitter.
Watch Gio. Somebody called it. He's pointing to somebody down there.
This is a very serious baseball team that has tons of fun. Ryan Zimmerman 0 for 3 tonight. And a strike.
A good call by Suzuki. Get him back in the zone with the curveball. Fastball wasn't working.
Some Bronx cheers in the South here. Ryan 0 for 6 against Vizcaíno, who has struck him out 4 times.
Time to add to that RBI total right here and eat a little bit.
And that slider way up and away. 1-1.
Well, if that slider was a strike, he was in trouble because they didn't do a whole lot.
Two and one on a really good take by Zim. Sure doesn't want to go to 3-1, does he? Ooh.
That's the slider I was talking about, and Zim wants that back. That was the definition of a hanger. You want to see a hanging slider? Hanging curveball?
2-2 now. Whoa, Suzuki crossed up.
That was strike 3.
And it might have been in the zone. He stood up and battled that pitch.
He stood up and blocked Adam Hamari out. Watch where this ball starts and ends up. I think it's a strike. Maybe. I don't know. Suzuki stayed with it nice and tried to sell it, though, didn't he? After he almost lost a body part. Watch this. What's pitch track have? Pitch cast. Close.
Right up at the edge. But now that is a tough one to frame. But that doesn't mean he didn't try. So here we go. 3-2 with 1 out. A possible W hanging in the balance for Gio here. 3-2 pitch.
Well, did you see where Gio went? Right back to where he was. That's same seats. You know, I goof around with it on TV all the time, but got a walk there for Murph. Came down, high-fived, right back to where he was. Fine slacks, Mass and Dan. You stay still too down there. Don't move.
There they are. Great speed at third. Won't take a fly ball to be too deep to score Trey. Inside, ball gets away. The Nationals take the lead. 3-2. 3 consecutive walks. Jose Ramirez and Vizcaíno twice.
He's going right back to the spot, too. I guarantee it. So is everybody else in that dugout. This is a definite same seat situation. All right, can we see Gio again, please? He's making me laugh. It worked for a walk last time. Attaboy, here we go. Here comes another run.
Okay, Dan, you're the guy whose lower half we saw behind you there with your credential on. So what are you seeing? What are you hearing?
Well, what you can't see there is Gio looking, smiling, and leaping towards Max Scherzer, who is using a baseball bat as a fishing reel and reeling it in with his right hand and jerking it up, towards the sky, then back towards Gio, trying to reel Gio in, yelling at him, spit it, meaning spit the hook. So he did that before the Nationals tied the game. He did it again when the Nationals took the lead. Max Scherzer playing fisherman, trying to catch a Gio Gonzalez and then tell him to spit the hook.
Yeah, he spit the hook. Now he's in line for the win, and they're all in the same spots. Do not move.
Here's Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 4 against Vizcaíno. Does have an RBI. 5 consecutive base runners here. Single, double, 3 walks. Ball 1. And the slider misses.
So this is where, as a hitter, you're looking for your cookie. I mean, I'm talking center cut right down the middle. One pitch, one spot. Everything else you're taking. I mean, on a tee, your dream pitch right here.
Ball 3.
This is a red light situation all the way. But you got a guy that's going for 100 RBI, so I don't know. Dusty might give him the green light here.
Four straight walks by the Braves bullpen, and 3 of them with the bases loaded. Now the Nats lead 4-2.
It's like stealing.
Yeah, what do you do when your closer does this? Next hitter, lefty Adam Lind, still only 1 out.
So you come down, you high five the run that scored, and then right back to the same seats. We'll show you. They're not moving. Nobody's moving. See, everybody right back to where you were.
Have a lefty warming up, and they're doing some stalling here. Rex Brothers out there. Adam Lind has not faced Vizcaíno, and here comes the pitching change, and
there he goes.
There's a very unhappy 25,054 here tonight. Vizcaíno faces 3 batters, walks every one of them for an RBI. And the Nats lead 4-2. Lefty-lefty matchup coming up. Lind and Brothers. American Standard Heating and Air. Go to MidAtlanticComfort.com for special offers and to find a dealer near you. We asked the crew for a shot that would reflect on what's happening on the bases, so they found a Ferris wheel that keeps going around and around.
Yeah, there hadn't been a tough take in the whole deal here.
Correct. So Lind against Brothers, they've never faced each other. 24th game, bad ERA.
Yeah, lefties hitting higher than righties, and maybe that's why Adam Lind is staying in the game right here with the bases loaded.
Well, he's walked 12 batters in 19 innings. All 3 of the runs that have scored charged to Jose Ramirez. Vizcaíno is responsible for the 3 aboard now. And Lind is up there swinging with a base hit. Murphy scores. Zimmerman being waved home. Peterson's throw. Safe. The Nats add 2 more. And it's a 6-2 game. Adam Lind, RBIs 51 and 52.
And that's why Dusty Baker left Adam Lind in against the lefty, just in case you're wondering. So first pitch, Hutton. Fastball, middle in. Look at the inside-out swing by Adam Lind. He can hit. Good read by Ryan Zimmerman. And a good slide by Ryan here, too, to avoid the tag. Slide away from it, give him your left arm, make sure everybody's okay. And down to high five a few guys, and then right back to where you were, same seats.
Gio pinch hit 4, and the Nats have scored 5 runs. 9th man to bat in the inning is Michael A. Taylor. He faces Brothers for the first time. Strike 1. 2-run deficit into a 2-1 deficit into a 6-2 lead. So Adam Lind now 37 RBIs in 57 games as a starter.
Right back to the lucky spot. Well, Dusty would like some more runs because I think the big guys are off tonight in the bullpen. Kinsler, Madsen, and Doolittle. Do they even need to say that, though? Well, Matt Albers. I mean, there he is. Dusty said the sneaky best pickup in all of baseball this year.
1-2 to Michael A. And he goes to center field for a hit. Rendon around third. The throw from Lane Adams is late. Standing up is Anthony, and the Nationals lead 7-2.
So explosive. Line is moving, same seats. Offense is cool. I don't know. I'm out of things. Right back up the middle, stayed on the off speed. Nice. Look at him get his hands inside that. So third hit of the night for Michael A. Have a night. And then Anthony Rendon chugging around third. Was gonna slide, but beat it easily. Gio feeling good about win number 15 all of a sudden, isn't he?
Nats will pinch run for Adam Lind out at second with Andrew Stevenson, and he can just stay in the ball game and play some left field.
All right, Matt Wieters started this whole rally up, so he needs to check in right here, right now. I'm rooting for him to get a knock.
Yeah, Wilmer Defoe pinch hit. Might get another AB in the same inning. There's Michael A. Taylor's 49th run batted in, and he has a 3-hit night. Waiters 1 for 1 with a home run against Rex Brothers.
I think the Nats have had 4 walks in a row this year.
I don't think so. They've had 4 homers in a row.
Yeah, remember that.
And a swing and a miss for the second out. So Matt Wieters makes the first 2 outs of this inning on strikeouts. And here comes Wilmer again. Defoe against Brothers 0 for 1. Remember his check swing got by the third base side of the pitcher's mound, and pretty soon he was standing on third when Trey Turner doubled. That ball came skipping in.
Good take, just missed. Kurt Suzuki just got torched by a 55-foot heater.
What a long inning for him. Two and 0. And Defoe to left for Jace Peterson. Brutal inning for the Braves bullpen. Fantastic inning for Gio, who might be hopping his way to his 15th win, and the Nats offense. Tomorrow night, might the Nats be going for a sweep? Tanner good success against Atlanta career. 6-2, 2.80 ERA. R.A. Dickey is only 4-9 with a 4.17 against the Nationals. So game 2 has totally turned around here. And that's the matchup for tomorrow night. Coverage begins 7 p.m. Nats Extra, Masson 2. So here's Matt Albers. It's been fantastic all year. The 34-year-old right-hander has 59th appearance, 33 hits in 56 and a third, 60 Ks, 17 walks, and a 1.60 ERA. I mean, how can you pitch any better than that?
He's been the one constant down there all season long, really. Maybe he and Ali Perez. The two-seam fastball, tons of run. You know the drill. Slider coming back the other way. Fastball averages 93. Occasional changeup at 84, but he's only thrown the change 4% of the time.
Andrew Stevenson left field. Rafael Bautista in right, and Matt Albers misses with a slider away to Dansby Swanson. Jace Peterson next, and then Ozzie Albies here in the bottom of the 8th for the Braves. Runs that fastball back for a strike. Some late downward move and run on that 92.
Brewers up 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, I saw where they got a couple of runs. How about that? They're on the verge of catching Colorado.
Phillies and Dodgers tied at 5.
On the edge, and Swanson just walks away. 1 out. Byron Kerr, Ray Knight in the studio. It's our Nats Extra post-game show when this one's over. Presented by who but W.B. Mason. Next up, Jace Peterson. His 0 for 2 career against Matt Albers. All he does is come out and throw strikes.
Has all year.
Bautista, by the way, straight up switch for Jason Worth, so he's batting second. Then up in the zone for a strike. Close enough.
That at bat with Jace Peterson versus Max Scherzer was the whole ball game last night. Runner in second, third, 1 out, 3-2 ball game. Max threw a slider that Jace swung over the top of, then came back with a slider that froze him for strike 3 for the second out. You could talk all you want about anything else last night. That was the ball game.
Yeah, the Braves would have one more single the rest of the way. That was in the 5th inning.
What did we say? 81% of Max's strikeouts this year have been swinging. So the fact that he got a called third strike in the biggest situation of the ball game was news.
Oh-2 slider. Not a bad 0-2 pitch. Looked like a strike for a while.
tell you what, I've enjoyed Howie Kendrick. Not just as a player, what he's done offensively, but if you get to know the guy, what a good dude. What a great addition to the ball club. Not just from, it's not always about production, but I mean, you got to fit into a club. And I found the better the ball club and the more wins you have when you come to it, it's easier to assimilate into the clubhouse. Because everybody's happy, right? You're winning. If you can't fit in there, where are you going to fit in? But I guarantee you they're talking about hitting, talking about baseball. Looks like a deep conversation. I'm ready for October, man. This is the best ball club I've seen the Nats have in, well, I mean, ever.
Yeah, here are deals in the works for a right fielder, too.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pickup.
1 and 2.
He's going to be good someday.
That ball is launched to right and gone. Jace Peterson was already in the game. That'll be his second home run all year. He's only played 80 games because he's been all beaten up. He's had some back problems. Turned on that one, and now it's 7-3.
Just the second home run of the year for Jace. Good at bat, got a slider looked like down and in. And instead of pulling it foul, he kept it fair. Good swing.
Top of the order, Ozzie Albies, 0 for 2 with a walk.
You come off the bench and do that. That's a great night.
And he'll tomahawk chop one foul, not into the corner.
He hit it in the chop house where they have those beer holders that keep your beer cold.
What a novel idea.
I know, right? It's hot down here. Hot Atlanta.
Yeah.
They got holders in there that
cool.
That keep her cold.
Albers and Albies here.
Oh, yeah. Have fun with that. Go get them.
0-2.
Ozzie versus Matt, where I come from.
Oliver Perez. Maybe for Freddie Freeman, 2 spots away. Matt Albers would like to end the inning before Freeman bats. 0-2 with 1 out. Fastball up. Counts even. Ooh, slider got him on the leg. And Adam Hamari looked down to Bill Miller at third base to see if that was a swing. Umpire said no.
Get him right in the knee. Right in the kneecap. Back knee. Maybe the shin.
Albies will stay in, go to first. Trip coming from Mike Maddox. Batter will be Johan Camargo.
Ask him how he's feeling. Maybe saw something with delivery. Maybe a game plan about what you want to do with Camargo right here, right now.
So Micah Johnson will pinch run for Albies. So trouble lurking. Suddenly the Albers-Camargo matchup becomes pretty important. Targeting the outside edge. And the foul tip, 1-1.
That's where you're looking for the ground ball. Matt Albers, a ground ball machine. Been up with his fastball and his slider tonight. Trying to locate one down in the zone and get out of here with one pitch. I think they're going anywhere down by 4. I'd be shocked if you see a steal here.
One. Murphy wheels and fires to short. Pretty efficient on that play. Up by 4 runs, 2 down.
I think it's just kind of habit for Murph. You know, he's thinking about getting the lead out here. Maybe because he saw the runner have to hesitate and let the ball go by. Right there is why he went to second base. You can see that as a second baseman as you're looking at the ball peripherally. Gave him an extra click to get the force at second, and Dusty out for a change.
That's why Oliver Perez was warming up for Freddie Freeman. 1 run in, a runner aboard, 2 outs. Nats by 4 here in the 8th. Aboard, Freddie Freeman on tap here against Perez. Don't miss a moment of Nats news. We head toward October. Stay up to date following at Masson Nationals and at Mark Zuckerman on Twitter for the latest Nats headlines. So a couple of destinations: at Masson Nationals, at Mark Zuckerman on Twitter. 46th appearance for Oliver Perez. The important number right now, what's the matchup? Freddie Freeman, 4 for 10 against him. No home runs, career 4 RBIs.
With a tribute to Mexico on his hat. You see that?
Hard hit by the earthquake. Oliver from a town called Culiacan, Mexico.
Been there. Played winter ball there a couple years. That's pretty cool. I like it. El Matador. A little tribute.
Shift on. Murphy out in right field. Freeman will lift one to left center. Taylor is there, and he has it. Is that the last gasp for the Braves? We'll find out. Freeman came close. Nats by 4.
Nats trying to add on to their 4-run lead. Michael A having a nice game. Gio did Gio tonight. He's been fantastic all year, in line for his 15th win of the year. But how about trade time? So settle down, get ready for a Major League ball game. First pitch of the night, in case you missed it, his 10th Tater of the year, 43rd RBI. So now he's got more RBIs than stolen bases by 1. And then how about this one, leading off that 8th inning that turned into a lot of runs. A double, a walk, a walk, a walk, a walk, a single, and then that's how that one went. So Trey Turner having a big night, trying to add on right here and get his 3rd hit in this ball game.
So 30 games against Atlanta, 33 runs, 19 extra base hits, batting .412. Right-hander Luke Jackson with a strike. 9th inning underway.
I mean, what blows my mind every time I watch this kid play is how the Padres didn't see that this is one of the best players in baseball, or was going to be. Like you couldn't tell. I mean, it's all I would need to do is sit down and watch him run from home to first once and say, okay,
he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. Like this. That's all I would need to see.
Too short?
Untradeable. Sorry.
Swanson got him by a step.
And, you have needs, and I get all that. And you're trying to appease a fan base, and he's a minor leaguer at the time in A-ball, so but it's a game changer. And just with that speed, and the first thing we heard about Trey when the Nats got him was he can run. No, he can really run. Really? No, he's one of the fastest guys in their system. Okay, well, I just don't see how you part with a guy like that ever.
Rafael Bautista. That's a big league hitter, 4 for 19. All singles, a walk, couple of strikeouts.
I mean, the Dodgers got rid of Pedro Martinez, so I guess anything can happen.
Cubs traded a kid who struck out a lot, Lou Brock.
The Tigers got rid of John Smoltz.
Chase Peterson left to second. Micah Johnson in left field.
Red Sox traded some guy named Baby Ruth or something like that.
And Jeff Bagwell.
You're right.
Brandon Kintzler queuing up for the ninth. Will not be a safe situation. He had 28 of those for Minnesota. And on the ball in the dirt, that's it for Bautista, and that at bat, 2 down.
And along the same lines, Carp, is Jason Worth getting locked in Philadelphia. This guy's going to New York tomorrow night. So whatever happens here is irrelevant. He's about to get locked in too.
RBI walk last time. On a fastball up, Murphy just punishes that ball into the gap, and here comes double number 41. He's in there. So he turns an 0 for 3 into an RBI walk and then a double.
A nice salvage. There's hits. Gonna lean back, watch the finish. And then we'll all watch the ball go almost into the gap. Nick Markakis made a real nice play here, by the way. Real nice. Look at that. Made it close at second. Trying to. Ooh, I didn't see that hesitation initially. Remember, he had the tight hamstring last night. Sat it out. Stretching right now. Some people asking on Twitter, Carp, if a bases loaded walk is an RBI. Yes, it is, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, it is kind of funny because the stat is called run batted in. And Zimmerman high in the air for Freddie Freeman, right side. So the Nats go out in the top of the ninth. Brandon Kintzler on, and Washington 3 outs away from winning another series. Atlanta 3 outs away from win number 92. It would be their 47th on the road and their 44th in the division. Brandon Kinsler on to face Markakis, Suzuki, and a pinch hitter. Bottom of the 9th.
I keep hope alive for 100 wins too, if that's something you're concerned with. So Brandon Kinsler's numbers, you saw him, two-seam fastball, 82% of the time at 93. Lots of run, lots of boring sink into righties away from lefties. Slider change to complement that pitch. Am I being a buzzkill if I say I don't care about 100 wins?
No, somebody asked me about it today, and I referenced a ball club that I broadcast for 13 years ago that won 105 games, made it to the World Series, but got swept. So 105, 100 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in the second week of October.
I'll take getting swept in the World Series right now if you put that on the table. I shouldn't say that.
Don't be happy just to get there.
I want to get it. I would like for them to get out of the first round and really be relaxed, and I think it would all just fall into place after that. You get that big, huge, gigantic gorilla off your back, get in the second round, then you go.
Yeah, anything can happen at that point.
But yeah, I mean, you got to knock the champ out, and if that's who you're playing. Can't hope to win a decision.
One ball, one strike to Nick Markakis. 0 for 2 career against the Nats' 33-year-old right-hander. Pittsburgh Pirates have tied that game with Milwaukee. Brewers batting top 9 at PNC Park, 4-4. Kind of fun to have the thing wrapped up in the division, letting everybody else battle things out down the stretch. Dodgers, of course, in that same position. Although they've lost 3 in a row again. Phillies got them a couple of times after the Nats won the Sunday night game. Markakis, hot shot to Murphy. Daniel gets up, throws him out. Tanner Roark, R.A. Dickey tomorrow night. Nats Extra, 7 o'clock.
Bob and I will tweet at you when we get into New York tomorrow night. What is that going to be, about 4 or 5 a.m.?
Oof.
Well, the thing is,
my demographic will not be up at that time. Maybe yours.
On a Thursday, probably. It's a good night. But yeah, we don't have to play tomorrow. We just are Friday. We just have to talk.
And a ball out to center, exactly where Michael A. Taylor was playing. Kurt Suzuki, 2 outs.
And does Major League Baseball finally do something about that when somebody gets hurt? I mean, I feel like that's what it always takes for there to be change. You know, Chase Utley at second base, Buster Posey at home.
Yeah.
One of these nights, someone's going to get in at 5 a.m. and not get out of the way of a fastball, get hurt really bad, and then they're going to say, well, we got in at 5 in the morning. His reactions weren't as quick as they should be, and then that's going to be the end of the 7:35 getaway day game. But it's going to take something like that, you feel like, for it to change. Because that's the only time Major League Baseball ever changes, when somebody gets hurt.
Here's Matt Kemp for the pitcher.
I mean, we can whine about it, but we're not going to get hurt. Try getting out of the way of a 100-mile-an-hour fastball when you slept for 2 hours. I'll get off my soapbox now.
Matt Kemp, hot shot to Turner. To first. Game over. Nats win a series, and they'll go for a sweep tomorrow night. And Gio Gonzalez is 15-7 as the Nationals pinch hit for him in that decisive 8th inning. Scored 6 runs and got him a well-deserved W for the way he pitched tonight. So tomorrow, the Nats will go for the sweep. 7 o'clock coverage begins on Masson 2. Tanner Roark will get the call. And this has been a presentation of Masson. Byron and Ray are straight ahead. And from Atlanta, where the Nats have now won 92 games on the year, see you later.